right. Drive some bows. All of them.
We're back again.
Bros before bows. Yo.
Yeah. All right, so today we're working on a new project, and this is actually something that we're both pretty excited about.
I'm really excited.
Yeah, so am I. I'm actually really envious. Josh just picked up a new bow. This is the RX1 Ultra, and
So, like you've seen in the past, we're not going to be bringing you brand new flagship bows. We're just going to pick up stuff that we can afford a little bit more readily.
so, like he was saying, longer axle to axle. We kind of talked a little bit about that on our last video. So we have specific goals, and some of those goals include Josh.
So I've got a 523 grain arrow here, and I'm looking to use these to hunt with. So, this is an X Impact, Black Eagle X Impact, and I've got the stainless steel outsert footer system with a 125 grain practice tip on it right now. But I'm roughly looking to be around 520 to 530 grains for my hunting setup, and so my goal for that is to get this thing moving as fast as possible. And
To be more specific, we prefer, and it's interesting how people talk about this number, but we prefer to be above 280, somewhere between 285 and 290 actually seems to be where we found a really flat shooting arrow, a more accurate at distance. And we might talk a little bit about what kind of distances later on, but we found that to be the magic number. Now, we're not the only ones to say those numbers. In fact, I just watched a video where John Dudley was talking. We talk about John Dudley a lot.
who doesn't, though? I mean, seriously.
So he just put out a video where he, with a bow that he shot real speeds with his hunting setup was 510 grains. I think the 475 to 525 is actually a really good. So we hunt out west and we hunt elk, and that's our main hunting. Now, do you really need that much? Well, that's
Depends on where you are and what you're shooting.
exactly. So that's what we've chosen to use, and those are the goals that we have set. Now, with this project, we're gonna see what types of things that we can do with this bow to meet that goal. Now, and that's another thing that we talk about a lot. We've talked a lot about bows and bow setups, but really, actually, as important, if not more important, your arrow setup for accuracy at distance is that much more important.
Sure.
So a lot of guys go out there and spend a lot of money on a bow and try to skimp as much as they can on the arrows, which actually the arrow is as important, if not more important, for your hunting setup.
Yeah. Very much so. So what we've got here. So we already explained it's RX1 Ultra, 35 axle to axle, 70 pounds, and I've already got it on the press. I've timed it. I've checked the draw weight, and it's coming in at exactly 70 pounds. Draw length range on it is 30 to 32 inches. So, and I'm a little stretched at 30 inches. So we're going to be shooting it at its shortest capacity.
And we'll see what kind of efficiencies we get out of it.
I've already got a rest on it. It's timed. We're ready to rock. So let's see what it chronos.
Go.
Okay, so this is a little different arrow than what I had in the beginning. But anyways, it's just got a different crest and a different fletch on it. Just wanted to show you guys that what we've got exactly here. I've got my arrow scale. We're going to go ahead and weigh it up and show you exactly what we got.
Get the number.
It's actually coming in a little heavier than what I thought. So 528 grain. It's a Black Eagle X Impact 250 spine.
All right.
Let's go see what the RX1 Ultra does. All right, so here we are. Got the chrono set up. Like I said, this came in exactly 70 pounds. It's at 30 inches of draw. .266 is what we got. So respectable speed, not bad, right? It's a pretty heavy arrow.
So 266,
But we it's not meeting our goal.
yeah. So
What do we do?
So you saw that we, and that was straight. That was probably like the first time Josh had ever shot this bow. We just pretty much got it timed.
Everything turned out fine.
Anyway, chronoed at 266. Is that it within our goal?
No, it's not. It's not where we want to be. And let me just say, he kind of explained why we want to get to that goal. First of all, some of the distances that we're shooting, I know a lot of guys aren't concerned about shooting out to 100 yards, and we hopefully don't have to shoot that distance, but we want to be able to shoot out at least that far and at least practice at that distance so that we're really efficient and proficient at shooting at 60, 70 yards, because that's probably what we're going to get. So and what we've found at shooting the slower speeds, we're running into clearance issues with our sight. We've got sliders that give us the capability, but if we're shooting too much of an arc, we're having clearance issues. So we'd like to keep it as fast as possible for that reason. And you gain a lot of benefits as far as momentum and penetration if you can keep your speeds up.
Momentum being the key word. A lot of people talk about, Josh says this all the time, a lot of people talk about kinetic energy. But the main driver to that is momentum. And
That's right.
Mass is one of the main drivers of that momentum.
And the easiest way to get that is increase your arrow weight. You can actually get more kinetic energy by increasing your speed. And if you don't believe me, look at the formula.
Yeah, do some math.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
it's pretty straightforward. You can't argue with the formula. So increasing your weight's the easiest way to do it.
So to be able to reach our goal with this bow, you saw 266 is not our goal with his arrow setup that he has. 70 pounds might not be able to cut it. There's a couple of things that we could actually even do, and that we've talked about, is shoot it at a longer draw length. Josh doesn't want to do that because he doesn't feel like he could be in
I don't. So I've tried shooting longer than what is comfortable, and the accuracy really suffers from that. So once again, we need to be accurate at distance. So I can't increase my draw length anymore. So I've got to get my poundage up a different way.
So what we've got for this bow, and a lot of people say, well, do you really need to shoot an 80-pound bow? If you have a specific goal, maybe you do.
This bow actually came with an extra set of limbs, and these are 80-pound limbs for this RX1 Ultra. Shout out to the guy that sold it to me. Thanks for the deal.
All right, so what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna do a limb swap and see what this bow, see if we can't get this bow to meet that goal that we set.